Hey, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to start off by giving our praises, and honor, and our glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakadash. Yahweh is the true and powerful mighty name of who the word ignorantly calls God, Jehovah, Yahweh, or higher. Bahashem means in the name. Yahweh Shai is the true and powerful mighty name of who the word ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, Yeshua, Yeshua, or Yeshaya. And the Rahakwadash is the Holy Spirit, according to the ancient Paleo Hebrew tongue. I'd like to give double honors unto the apostles and elders, the great millstone, who I've learned the truth of the Bible from. And peace, blessed safety, and salutation unto the hopeful elect. To you believers and listeners out there that came back into the faith and obedience of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and much love and respect to you brothers. Pushing this gospel in sincerity and truth, risking your lives and freedom now more so than ever. May Yahweh Bashem Yahushai continue to bless you and your households. I'm the brother Yawan, coming back at you with another lesson, Lord willing. It is edifying. Alright, and just going into how things aren't going to get better. Things ain't going to get all good and all that stuff. Things are only going to get worse. All right? Evils and only evils, as the scriptures say, okay, is to come. All right? The only time where, things are going to be good and joyous and all that is when Yahweh Shai delivers the elect, okay? And righteousness and order is established back on the earth, okay? But it's just going to be a snowball effect on evils and only evils going on in the earth. Okay? So let's open up with the book of Ezekiel chapter 7 and verse 5. Thus said the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, an evil and only evil, behold, is come. An end is come, the end is come, and watch it for thee, behold, it is come. Alright? And we're in the end, okay? We're in the end of Esau, Edom, the self-proclaimed white man, rulership, his age, his kingdom. All right, we're coming to the downfall of that. And it's going to be great turmoil and chaos during the transfers of power, the power between the Edomites and the Israelites, which the Israelites consist of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Seminole Indians, West Indians, and Haitians. You also have the Israelite foreigners who are likened unto the speckled bird, who are scattered amongst the heathen and look like the heathen, but their bloodline and lineage goes back onto Jacob by way of their fathers. Okay? Because in the next rulership is going to be under Yahweh Shai, King David, the rest of the 144,000. Then that's going to be the governing body of the new world. Okay, which is going to be the kingdom of heaven. This is going to be here on earth. But in these times we're in, only evils. Okay. This is Jeremiah chapter 30. And I'm going to start at verse 5. All right, for thus said Yahweh, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. So right there is already letting you know it's not about to be a good time. All right, the day of the Lord that everybody, looks forward to. Okay. Hey, it's not going to be a good time, man. It's going to be calamity after calamity after calamity. All right, and we're in the beginning stages of that time now, man. All right, we're about to reach the climax. But verse 6, ask ye now and see whether a man do travail with child. All right, every man going to have their hands on their loins, in pain and agony on, what's going on, hunger. They seeing all death all around them. Okay, what they knew is life is something totally different. Okay, it's going to be bad out here. Wherefore do I see a man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. All right, go back to them old Looney Tune cartoons when whenever them characters get frightened, they'll lose all their color. Hence paleness. That's how these people are going to be in during that time. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be delivered out of it. Okay. Daniel 12:1 says it's going to be a time like no other. Michael, the great prince, the archangel Michael, is going to have to stand up and defend the elect of the nation of Israel. That's how bad it's going to be out here. In Matthew's, it calls it a great tribulation. Okay, a great time of trouble. So take all the worst times in history. It's going to be worse than the flood. It's going to be worse than 70 A.D. It's going to be worse than all the captivities the Israelites have been in. It's going to be worse than the transatlantic slave trade. It's going to be worse than slavery here in America. Okay? It's going to be the worst time. All right? And we're going to need that divine intervention from Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay? We ain't going to be able to do things on our own, man. The 2 Timothy chapter 3 and verse 1. This know also that in the last days, which we're in, perilous times shall come. Perilous going into dangerous, critical, chaotic. Okay? For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good, traitors, heated, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, having a form of godliness but denying the power thereof, from such turn away. All right? Those are the times we're in. All right? Everybody only cares about themselves. Okay? Everybody's coveting after what the next man has. Prideful as hell. They blaspheme. They don't... man... This really don't need to be broken down, because you can see that all around us in this day and age. That's all you see from people. It's verses 2 through 5. Showing that we're in verse 1, perilous times, man. Okay? So that's why it's important to be circumspect during these times. Be careful who you spend your time around, and who you with, who you're around. Okay? Because, these people, especially those that took shot the jump shot, all right, they really through. All right, ain't no telling what can happen. They can, spaz out at any minute. But Matthew chapter 24 and verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. All right? And we see that too. Going back to lovers of their own selves. People only care about themselves. Okay, shit, these people really care about them damn kids. They're kids. So what makes you think they're going to care about you, man? All right? What makes you think they're going to spare you in the time of there's barely any food and whatever, and, it's either spare your life and let you live, or kill you and take the last of your food and feed their kids or feed themselves, man. Those are the times we're living in, okay? We about to have famines, pestilences, more diseases, all right? We got wars that's happening, wars and rumors of wars. Men going to get drafted, okay? More lockdowns, okay? More homelessness. Which y'all keep acting like, all is good. Let's go to 2nd Esdras in the Apocrypha, chapter 6 and verse 22. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty, and it's going into your stores. Okay? Stores are going to be empty. It's going to implement the famine, and people are going to be tripping balls, man. And the trumpet shall give a sound, which every man heareth, they shall be suddenly afraid. And at that time, friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those things that dwell therein. The springs of the fountain shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. So you're going to have best friends out here fighting, neighbors, okay? It's going to be real bad out here, man. But, hey, it's all biblical prophecy playing out. Still in 2nd Esdras, let's go to the 15th chapter. Okay? This is 2nd Esdras 15 and 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people, the Israelites, the word of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, said Yahweh, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity or the unbelief of them trouble thee that speak against thee. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. And that's talking about the nation of Israel. Those Israelites that don't want to get right and take heed unto this doctrine, y'all going to die in your unfaithfulness. Behold, said Yahweh, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. He didn't say not once he's bringing a good time. For wickedness has exceedingly polluted the earth, the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Therefore said the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. All right? So, yeah. Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is doing this. Okay, let me read verse 9. And therefore, said Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. Okay, so he's doing all this to avenge his elect of the nation of Israel, the remnant. He's doing this for them. Okay? To get them out of this wicked ass kingdom and set them up. So let's jump down. Let's jump down to verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. And there shall be sedition among men, uprising, uproars of the people, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their powers. And that's happening right now, all over the world. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, for because of their pride the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread, and for great tribulation. Man. So yeah, it's gonna be real bad out here, man. And if you don't have the spirit and the power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua in your hands, you're not going to be able to stand in that time, man. You're going to be overtaken. You're going to be overrun. Okay? Lord willing, we're part of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua's elect. That way we can be protected during that time. All right? So let's go. Let's see. This is 2 Ezra 16-17. Woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, you are the elect. The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for an amendment. But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon the earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case, and even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. All right. So, yeah, during the time of that chip, things are gonna be sold at a decent price, and people are gonna think that they in a good case. Okay, because that chip is what Esau is going to use, as superhero from, this collapse is going to happen. And, people are going to get put in a trick bag, trying to get back to that so-called normalcy. All right? It's going to be to their own doom, their own destruction, man. Okay, so let's go here. So this is 2 Ezra chapter 14 and verse 16. For yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter. All right. So yeah, it may seem like it's bad now, but only greater evils are to come. So this is Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 3. For the vision, these greater evils and only evils, is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. All right, and hey, this vision of greater evils is speaking, man. Loud and clear. It's not lying. The scriptures are real. If you, it's 2023, you see all this happening on the world, and you still don't believe in the Bible, man, hey, that's just how Bashim Al-Shah got you in your lot, man. All right? Now, there's going to be some cases that, people believe and wake up at the last minute, okay? But that's, that's that's just how Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah has it set up, okay? But not everybody's going to wake up and get it at the end, all right? So if this applies to you, if you're sitting on this fence, sitting on the fence, trying to figure out what you want to do, go ahead and repent unto Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah, and don't put it off from day to day, man. All right? That'll be your biggest mistakes. Go ahead and do it now while he may be found, okay? Because he can kick out the family of the word tomorrow, and then what? You're going to be stuck like Chuck, man. Don't be one of them shoulda, coulda, woulda Israelites, man. So with that, giving our praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Kakadash. I pray and hope that this lesson was edifying. Shalom.